Hey everyone, just wanted to come on here real quick and speak on the whole Molly Golightly, Bullhorn Betty, and Jonathan Lee Rich's situation that's going on in Tennessee right now. There are two other people on their team, but I'm not going to be putting a whole lot of focus towards them. However, I will introduce them later in the video. I feel like most of my subscribers, or at least a lot of my subscribers, know who these people are and what's going on with them right now. But for those that don't know, I will give a small summary background. On June 15, 2021, a 5-year-old girl named Summer Wells went missing from her property in Rogersville, Tennessee, and is currently still missing. Many true crime YouTube creators have been reporting on the story over the last 7 months. However, as of recently, a few YouTubers that are new to following the case have crossed some serious boundaries. The YouTubers I'm speaking on are Molly Golightly, Bullhorn Betty, Jonathan Lee Rich's, and Chronicles of Olivia. These YouTubers all took a road trip to Tennessee in early December 2021, driving up to Rogersville, where Don and Candace, the parents of Summer Wells, lived and trespassed on their property, amongst other unnecessary stunts. Now, as of January 7th, 2022, a month later, they have returned to Rogersville, Tennessee again, not just harassing the Wells family, but the entire community, and are unfortunately still there as I make this video. That about wraps up the backstory to this whole situation, but honestly I don't even know where to begin. I'm dead serious. Because every day, these people just keep doing something else that just like makes me question, like, is this real life? Like, are they really doing this? Is this really in the name of a missing 5-year-old little girl? Is this really all about the kids? Really all about the victims? Is it? I say that because they are constantly talking about how it's all about the kids and it's all about the victims and how it's a full-time job and how it's such hard work and how they're in the trenches and, you know, they're moving mountains. This might actually end up being a 2-part video. I'm not positive yet. I guess I could start with this. You might recognize these people if you're familiar with the Gabby Petito case at all. That is the reason why they are new to the Summer Wells case, because they were too busy out in Florida protesting in front of Brian Laundrie's parents' house. Once Brian Laundrie was found and that well dried up, well, they moved on to the next cash cow. And yes, one of these creators did in fact refer to Summer Wells as a cash cow. I was going to play that clip in this video, except for the only clips that I can find anywhere on YouTube have a song playing over it, and I didn't want to get a copyright, so I'm going to leave a link to that clip in my description. However, I do have a clip to share with y'all regarding the subject.
I am a monetized channel. It's none of your business if someone decides to become a member. It's none of your business if I have a Patreon. Cash Gernon's family support us. And she thinks that we're like making tons of money off of off these videos, which we're not. He was not a moneymaker. The one that's the moneymaker is Summer Wells. For some reason, if you talk about Summer Wells and you keep going, you're making bank. It's a gold mine. It's an absolute gold mine.
The fact that she's monetized is not the issue. The fact that she makes money off of YouTube is not the issue here. To me, it's the fact that she's pretending like this is all about the kids and this is all about Summer Wells and this is all about the victims, when really she's turning down other cases because they don't make money. Now, I have a monetized channel. I obviously don't have a problem with people making money off YouTube. However, I feel like we're walking a very thin line when reporting on true crime, because we're reporting on somebody's tragedy, and I feel like it has to be handled very delicately and be very careful not to over-report on something because you're making hella money off of it. Not only should it be handled delicately, being mindful of the family's feelings and just overall reporting with dignity and class, you especially should not be referring to a 5-year-old little girl that's missing as a cash cow. Let me show you a clip right here to give you guys an idea of how much money can be made off of these cases.
But in the beginning, it's very... try not to ever put in your tags blood, gore, true crime. Don't ever. Really? It's going to flag you. Also, don't put ads on right away. Wait until it's completely green. Even if you have to put it on private, it will go green, and then you put your ads on. That's a secret. That's how we make the difference between 2,000 and 2,000. What the hell? I showed you. Damn. You all can make that. That's crazy. You just gotta listen. You gotta listen. Okay? Just remember, every 5 minutes, put an ad. Okay. But do it after they give you that green light.
Why does it matter after the green? Oh, I have a bunch of yellows on.
Oh my god, you're live?
I thought you knew we were live.
No, you went away.
Oh my god.
They all already...
I thought you knew we were live.
I guess now I feel like everybody else does when I fucking...
Oh my god.
Ooh, sorry. Oh my god, I even said how much I make. Oh my god.
I think everyone already knew that.
Oh I'm sorry, everyone.
Everyone
But guess what?
already knows
I give a lot of money to charity. And you want to know something? I told my mom I would pay off her roof. She has a $10,000 roof repair, and she only owes $4,000. I said I'd pay for it. She's my mother. She's 75 years old. What am I supposed to do?
Please keep in mind when she's saying that could be the difference between $2,000 and $12,000 that she is speaking about per video or per live stream, not speaking on the entire case. Now, I understand giving tips on how to make money on videos and how to make the most money you can on videos. However, it seems to be the main focus in this case. In cases where you're trying to spread awareness and trying to keep a kid's name alive and trying to keep a case from going cold, you're encouraging everybody to talk about it. You're not discouraging other creators from reporting on it.
We got Chris McDonough going out to Wisconsin acting like he's the guy that blew this case open. Don't step on my toes, Chris. I'm happy to work with you if you would like to, but our team is who did this work. Do not step on our toes.
After watching Bullhorn Betty this morning on her coffee club morning live stream that she does every day, she was complaining about people bringing up this clip. This was a month ago. She was talking on Chris stepping on their toes a month ago. This shouldn't even matter. Well, if that might be true, but she continues to talk about people stepping on their toes.
I have no. This has nothing to do with me. Laura's not my friend. She's not. I could care less what the woman does. She was Marissa's friend. Marissa deserved a little more than this. She hijacked our trip. That's what she did. She stepped on everybody's toes. She pissed on all of us. And then she's crying about it and trying to say, but I'm not being disrespectful to Molly. How is that not disrespectful?
I mean, don't you think if you really cared about spreading awareness and keeping Summer's name out there, that you would have encouraged Laura to go out to Tennessee and do the same thing that you guys were doing? Wouldn't that make sense, though? Between all the talk about money and all the talk about people stepping on their toes and stealing their work and Bullhorn Betty's warped sense of what fair use really is, it tells me that they're into this for other reasons besides Summer Wells. Now, that is obviously my opinion that I have formed, right? And that kind of helps me segue into the next subject I wanted to talk about. I wanted to speak on for a minute how these people are presenting opinions and feelings and hearsay as if it's a fact. That's dangerous and problematic. That can ruin people's lives and affect a case in a very negative way.
We did. We tracked him down. He's afraid of us because we got his number. We know he's guilty. We would never say someone is guilty if we didn't know. We know everything about Don and Candace Wells. The biggest fact is that they are liars. And thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, madame. Thank you. We're going to find Summer Wells. We're going to give her a proper...
You're doing
We need to find a place for Summer. Summer Moon, you tell Wells. So thirsty. Oh my God.
Mom has water in the car.
I can't. It's so much.
No child is ever going to go back there. We're going to do everything in our power to make sure that no child goes there by bringing awareness and exposing Don and Candace Wells for who they are. Career criminals, child abusers, they neglect children. Shame.
Mama.
We say no. I'll be out here doing my part.
Well, now that you put it that way, I feel so much better. Out here doing your part. Better check yourself at the mother frickin' brake shop. I think that about wraps up part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. We're going to get into criminals calling out criminals, and also how Tennessee welcomed them with open arms, and also we might touch on how they found the scary knife, and also how, they exploited more children, not just Summer Wells. Also in part 2, I'll be discussing how they were the reason why Don Wells recently lost his job. Anyways, hope y'all liked the video. Love y'all.